Hello everyone, my name is Katie and welcome to the Greenland Quilter channel. I hope everybody has had a fantastic day. Sorry I'm a little late. It seems that I forgot to put in my codes for my live, so I couldn't set up, or I couldn't bring up the live without putting in the code. So that's what happened. That's why I am late. And hello, Linda. Linda looks like she was the first one in the chat. She said, good afternoon all. Tired from sewing a big sale today, so I'm going to start dinner early. I'll be back. It's a little cloudy and dreary today, but I'm still wearing my tank top and t-shirts. Hi, Joyce. Welcome, welcome. You're number 2. And Janet is number 3. And Laura Lee is number 4. And hello, Lori Colgan. You came in on the 5th place. And Jaja is here as number 6. And Robin is number 7. Good afternoon, everyone. Although it's evening here right now. Okay, so today I'm going to be doing 2 different things, but before I start working on what I'm going to work on, I want to talk about a couple of things while we're waiting on people to drift in. I thought this would be a good time to discuss it. Okay, so tonight we're going to finish working on block number 24, which is Shoo Fly. And as you remember, last week I had moved it to Saturday, and then I didn't get the block finished, but because I didn't cut enough half square triangles, and that was my fault. But it's okay. As you know, I'm not going to hide when I make a mistake. So we are going to finish the block tonight. What I did is I went ahead and made the rest of the half square triangles. I have them laid out on my design board. It may look like I sewed them, but I have not. So we have 3 of these to sew together, and this is going to give you an idea of how it's going to turn out. Also, I probably am going to have to measure these because they seem to be slightly smaller than what they called for on these squares here. I will trim these to accommodate for that, because these were such tiny half square triangles. That's probably where, you know, when you're sewing the tinier you are, sometimes measurements might not be right on task, but it's easy to trim these and you still have around a 12 to a 12 and a quarter. I'm thinking it'll probably be more like between 12 and a quarter to 12 and a half inch block, which is okay because I can compensate for that using sashing. So anyway, this is what we're going to work on first tonight by getting the rest of this block put together. I also, if y'all remember right, we had a discussion about a paper piecing block I wanted to add to the mix. I'm going to actually add 2. The first one I'm going to go ahead and do this coming Friday, and we'll discuss that one first. Then I'm going to post 4 new block pictures. One will be paper piecing and the rest will be regular piecing for you guys to vote on for which order we're going to do it in. And so remember, when you vote on the poll, to only vote on one, and based on the percentages of votes, that will determine which order which block gets done in. That's why Snowshoe was last. It got like 3% of the vote, and the 3 before that had higher votes, and that's how I've been doing each block each week, is based on that. Now I have 20 as of tonight. When we finish tonight's block, there'll be 24. Now I still have 18 more blocks to go to hit that 36 block count that I need for the queen size that I plan on making with this sew along. But we have the rest of this month. We also have New Year's Eve. I'll probably do at least 1 block during New Year's Eve. I'm also thinking about quilting something. One of my smaller projects that we finished during the year, I'll probably do that as something to do during the 12-hour live. And in between the 12-hour live, I'm going to be giving away 8 gift cards for $25 a piece. So if you have not filled out the form that I have been posting, and I will be posting the links tonight in a few minutes when I get done yakking, I'll get that done. And also, but you have to do the form to participate in the giveaway. If you don't, then that's on you, because I'm doing it this way because it makes it a whole lot easier to buy the gift card, because I'll have your email already from the form letter, and then you'll get an email stating that I had bought your gift card if you're the winner. And all you have to do is make sure you check the emails after the drawing, and I'll probably purchase the gift cards within New Year's Eve is on Wednesday. So I probably will purchase them Thursday or either Friday after I've had some rest because 12 hours is a long time to stay alive. So I probably will crash and burn. But I still have a live on Thursday. I'm not going to cancel my live on Thursday. So I'll have the 12-hour live on Wednesday, a live on Thursday, a live on Friday, and a live on Saturday, like I always do, unless I change my mind. What?
January the 2nd, no live.
That's not, that's on a, oh, it is on a Thursday. I just been told we're not going to be live on January the 2nd because that is our wedding anniversary. So keep that in mind. So anyway, make sure you do that. And something else I wanted you to do is because I'm doing the 12-hour live, I am going to be honoring all of you, the viewers, by showing off your beautiful projects. So you need to either post your pictures over on my Facebook group, the Greenland Quilter Facebook group, or you can email them to me, and I will put them in a folder and I will be showing them throughout the night. Please make sure that if you email me, you tell me something about your project and the name of it. And also if you post over on Facebook, the Facebook group, say something about your project so that when I start showing the trunk show and we'll, you know, as I string it out throughout that time frame, I can share y'all's pictures of your work, and you know, it'll be fun for the whole world to see all the work you guys have been doing this year, or if it, you know, however long it took you to do the project. You can show past projects. There is no rules about this. There's not even a rule on how many you can share. You can share as many as you feel comfortable with, because we have 12 hours to do this in. So make sure you do that. Mark your calendar for December 31st, which I will start the 12-hour live at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it will run from 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm 3 hours ahead of that, so that means I'll be starting at 7:30 my time and ending it at 7:30 a.m. my time. So that's plenty of time. I don't expect anyone to stay in the live the whole 12 hours. Now, there's 2 or 3 people I know that will, because they've done it this will be my 3rd year of doing this. In the last 2 years, they've stayed the whole 12 hours. You're welcome. It's an open door kind of thing. If you are a channel creator, drop in. And if you want to hop on my Zoom, I'll send you a link when you jump in the chat, and I can email it to you or something like that. And you can come in on the live and you can talk about your channel for a few minutes. I'm not requiring anyone to stay, but as long as they want to, because I know that New Year's Eve is a celebration, and a lot of people spend time with their family. So you can come in and drop in for 5 minutes, or you can come in and stay longer. It's up to you, the viewer or the creator, on how long you want to stay in the live. I've had really good we've had a good time the last 2 years, and I think this 3rd year is going to be just as much fun. I have a lot to celebrate. I've had so many I've had, oh my gosh, at least 4 milestones I've hit this year with this channel, which I didn't expect it. And I just got another milestone yesterday from YouTube. Sent me a thing telling me that this channel has hit 225,000 views. So we are doing really good considering all the different milestones. It's happened so fast and so quickly, and I have all y'all to thank for that, and I really appreciate that. So let's discuss. One of the things I wanted to talk about is, I know last week, maybe it was last week or it was the week before, I talked about doing this Emerald Isles block, and I was having difficulties because you can go and download the paper piecing from the free PDF file that was provided that goes with this book. But the way they had put the paper piecing for this in the PDF, you had to scan it at 200%. And at the time, I couldn't figure out how to do it, but I have since figured it out. So what I did is, you see how when you do 200%, this gets cut off right here. So all I did was flip this around, and now I have the whole piece of the other one. So what I'll do is I'll cut these apart, and then relay them out and print them out because you have to have 4 of these. And then this coming Friday, tomorrow, I will be doing this on the live. So this will be block number 25 from the 1000 block book. And for anyone who does not know what that is, it's this book. It's Quilt Maker's 1000 block. And for the most part, most people know that I've been sewing blocks out of here since the 2nd week in February, I think. Anyway, I have a date for that. And we're up, tonight will be number 24 finished. Friday will be number 25, and then we will have 17 more, or I'll have 17 more to go because I'm making a queen size quilt top. So there is 2 or 3 people following along, and someone's already posted her 36 blocks over on the Facebook group. You guys got to go look at her work. It's beautiful. And I will be sharing that also in the 12-hour live. Okay, now let me look at the chat again, and then we're going to go ahead and work on block number 24 to finish it. And then when I finish that, I have some stuff to share with you concerning my Tula Pink Dragon Fruit sew along that I've been doing, that you guys have been seeing me work crazily on. It's going to be for my granddaughter, Abby. Yesterday was Abby's birthday. She turned 14 years old yesterday. I can hardly, I don't know how 14 years went by so fast, but when first I have my 14-year residency in Greenland in August, and then she was born in December of the same year of 2011. So I have 14 years, and then she turns 14. So next year when I am my 15, she turns 15. So it's kind of like this caboosing going on because we have 14 years for me, 14 years she's going to be older, and then on January the 2nd, it'll be Nikolai and I's 15th wedding anniversary. So there's lots of things goes on from August on because there's so many dates and so many special things that's happened between the time that he and I met in real life all the way till now. So yeah. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to say hello to everybody in the chat, and then we're going to start finishing off this block. I thought I saw Tuber Chat in here, Kevin. Hi, Kevin. Welcome, welcome. It's good to see you, and thank you for sharing the links. Let's see here. Let me backtrack a little bit so I can catch up on everybody who walked in the chat. Nikolai's here. And then Robin already said hi. Hi, Lee. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Joyce H. Hello, my quiet corner. What's your first name? Tell me if you don't mind sharing. Hello, Lori. Let me see. There's Kevin. Hey, Jody, good to see you here. And hello, Lori, welcome, welcome. Cool. Yeah, I got her. Let's see here. Hi, Terry, welcome, welcome. It's good to see you. All right. I think I caught, hi, Carol. It's nice to meet you, Carol. And thank you for coming to my live chat today. I appreciate that. All right, so let me show you what we're going to do. And I might seem a little bit hyper. That's okay, though. All right, I need to move a bunch of stuff out of the way. These rulers for one thing. Okay, so what we're going to do is, remember, last time y'all saw me working on this, I had finished this one already. We already have finished half triangles here. We have a solid square here, and these are finished. So what I got to do is I have to sew this one and this one and this one together. So what I'm going to do is I've already sewed like strips, so I'm just going to put them on the sewing table here where you can see what I'm doing. And we're going to do all 3 of them together. And then we will sew this whole big block together. I think this block is going to be fabulous. Okay, so I'm going to put that rest of the block aside. And then what I'll do, what I'll do is after I sew these together and press them, we'll measure them and see what little tiny bit I have to trim down on these bigger blocks to make sure that everything, aligns properly. And hey, Susan, welcome, welcome. All right. let's go ahead and sew. The one I'm going to do now is I'll sew this one to this one. We'll start with these two together like this, these two together, and these two together. And then when we get all of them done, because I'm going to chain piece, then I'll come back and add this third piece on all three of these, and then we'll be ready to press them. Oh, get them pressed. So what is everybody working on, and how has everybody's day been? And if you have a channel, please share your channel. And I don't know, I hope I have, let me see if I got Kevin's channel in the bot. Not sure if I put it, uh-oh. I might put it under Kevin, knowing me. We'll see. If not, I gotta go hunt his channel down.
Knowing me.
Oh, there you go. So if you want to know, so here's the thing about Kevin from Tuber Chat. Kevin has a channel called Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. And for small channels like all of us, of course, mine kind of looks bigger now, you can go over and get to know the Tuber Chat family. And there's a lot of things that happen when you become part of that group. Kevin promotes small channels. He's really good about showing the channels and talking about what, the channels consist of. And also the people who are there, we like to do what is called playlist swaps. Someone will go to your channel and watch an entire playlist, and you in return will go watch an entire playlist on their channel. This is a way of networking and promoting each other. And before it's over with, you become friends with a really great group of people. They don't know you as a sewer and a quilter. You don't necessarily have to limit yourself to just quilters. Don't do that. Don't ever limit yourself, because people who don't sew will still come and watch your chats, watch your lives, or even watch your videos and play some of your playlists. So that's how you can promote each other and make your channels grow better. I can tell you from experience that my channels grow because of this, just getting out and meeting other people, watching people's playlists. They come and watch my playlist. I sit in Tuber Chat, and I've gotten to know so many in there, and they're all over the place, and there's all kinds of channels. There's crafting channels, crochet channels, sewing channels, cooking channels. There's even scratch off channel. Pete is called Scratching Pete. He scratches off lottery tickets. So there's something for everyone in the middle of all the people that come in and out of there. So make sure you go over and pay Kevin a visit and get to know everybody that's in the group. Okay, for the rest of you who are channel creators, if you'll type exclamation Sophie, you can share your channel. You did, Carol, you sure did. I've met Carol there. I've met Jody there, Kevin there. The list is long on those that could drop in and out of my chat all the time. Highways comes in and out of here all the time. He does, it's kind of like a traveling thing of Manchester. He's always got videos about Manchester, and I really enjoyed it because I would have never known what Manchester looked like. So it's really cool. All right, let's get sewing. Okay. And someone said they were working on something. Let me go back. Lori says, happy birthday to Abby. Thank you. And she also says, congrats. And everybody's saying, that's great, Katie. Terry says, how is everyone? I was there the whole time last year. Yes, you was. It was great fun, wasn't it, Terry? We really had a good time. I've come to meet so many really nice people, and because of y'all, my channel has grown. And I appreciate every one of you. Okay, let me see. Someone said they were working on something. Where did it go? Oh, Susan says she's binding down her sleigh bells. Let me see here. What are y'all working on? Let me know in the chat. And what's your plans for the weekend? Anyone have anything interesting planned? Or are you gonna just hang about your house and sew? What's your plans? Yes, that's exactly right, Lori. Tuber Chat is great for meeting people, definitely. I've been watching Driving Daily, and that's John's channel, and he does DoorDash driving. And yesterday I watched 11 hours of his live. It was fun because I got to talk to people I hadn't met anywhere else. So it was a lot of fun. I've met 2 or 3 people in there that there's one person, his name is James. He's not a quilter, but he loves going to look at quilts. He went to Kentucky recently to Paducah and went to the quilting museum and everything. So we were talking about that yesterday because he mentioned that when he realized I was a quilter. And then today there was a couple people in that was watching that mentioned that they love quilts too. So you never know who you're going to meet in a channel that has nothing to do with quilting. There's always people out there to be met and got to know great with. So one of the things you have to pay attention to with this block is you have seams here that you have to make sure that they're parallel. Because I didn't press these seams open here because there's so much bulk right here, I decided to nest these seams. So make sure when you're putting this star together, you get your seams nice and nested before you sew it. Hi, Terry says hi to everyone she's missed. She's busy listening. She's busy but listening. And then Joyce says, just got back from going grocery shopping. I have to travel 80 miles to and from Walmart. Oh my gosh, that is some traveling, 80 miles. Terry says, I lost my wrench. Uh-oh, hang on. I'll fix that. There you go, Terry. Hey, Andrea, how are you? So basically what I'm doing is making sure that I have these 2 sets of seams lined up and nested so that when I sew it, they'll be nested together where they should come out straight, like I did on that other one. Yeah, that's about an hour and a half drive. That is crazy having to drive 80 miles just to go to a grocery store. You must live way out in rural America. Andrea says, I will be sewing today. We are working on chocolate and strawberries. Ah, you're working on that book. We're going to talk about that book. Is that, hey, Andrea, is that out of the book? Because I'll be doing that in the next grouping. It took me forever to find the template, laugh out loud. Yeah, in the book, for those that's not familiar with the book, and I didn't even think to mention that, how you find it in the PDF file, especially for this paper piecing, it'll say right here, see page 103 on the CD for pattern. But if you downloaded the PDF, when you get ready to print it, after you've located it, you're going to have to go one more page over. So when you hit the print and you want to print only that one page, instead of telling it page 103, you're going to tell it 104. It's strange how that's that way, but it is. No, Friday. Well, I changed I'm sorry. I can do chocolates and strawberries tomorrow because usually I do it on Fridays. I could change that and do Emerald Isles the next go around. I figured out how to fix that problem, Andrea. You weren't in here. I'll show you in a few minutes. Hey, Denise, she says hello to me and everyone. Hope everyone is having a great afternoon, evening. Yes, we've had a really good day. Guess what's on the ground today? It's been snowing today for the first time where you can actually see it. And the lake has ice on it. I'm hoping it'll stick around. But Nikolai said something about the weather is talking about it changing from snow to rain. So we shall see. Let's pin this next one. Hey, John, it's been a minute. How are you? I hope everything's good in your world. He says hello to me and Heartlight and everyone. My Heartlight is Nikolai, in case y'all don't know that. Oh. We had such a bad windstorm. It was terrible, said Joyce. So what are you working on today? Is this directed at me, Andrea, or everyone else? Hey, Dubrovka, how are you? Welcome. Y'all, please share your channels so others can find you easily. Type exclamation selfie. I wish we could play music on the chat just to take care of dead space. How you been doing, John? We haven't seen you in a while. So what I'm doing is I'm pinning up down these seams currently so I can sew it. Susan says, I only have one more pillow cover to layer and quilt. We'll do that after done binding. Awesome. Okay, Andrea. Okay. John Harris says he's been doing all right. You've been missed. I think it's funny. I have the bot telling you to share your channel, but I forgot to put what to put in there to share your channel with. I need to fix that. Okay, let's do this next one. All right. So what's everybody's weather like right now? Right now, our temperature is, it says 29 degrees. Let's see what the bot says. I'm back in dinner in 5 minutes, then I can relax and get ready for tomorrow's work job. Have a great stream. See you on the next one. Happy holidays to y'all. See you later, Lee. Thank you for dropping in. Appreciate you. Totally appreciate you. All right. It's funny. It says 32 degrees here. The wind is blowing at the east-northeast, 8 miles an hour. Humidity is 71%, and it doesn't even say that it's snowing. That's funny. Then we have for Alvin, I'm assuming that's Texas, I think. 77 degrees. Wow. The wind is blowing from the west at 14 miles an hour, and the current humidity is 59%. Dubrovka says crazy mild with rain today in Ontario. Then Denise says, I was going to suggest you get a Walmart Plus membership. I looked it up and they have a 10 to 15 mile delivery range up to 30 miles if you have a great demand. Have you checked on that? Hey, and Susan says 34, cloudy and snow on the ground. Stopped snowing a little while ago. And then in St. Augustine, you need to put a space in between weather and St. Augustine. Joyce says it's 37 degrees right now. It's supposed to get windy again around 7 tonight. Jaja says it's stormy here and the power is flickering. And then John says, okay, so the weather in Houston conditions are cloudy with a temperature of 55 degrees Fahrenheit. Wind is blowing from the east southeast at 6 miles an hour, and the current humidity is 86%. And Andrea says, Alvin, she's running her air conditioner. I think the United States is going to see lots of extreme weather between hot and cold. I'm hoping that we keep the snow so we can have a white Christmas at least. We will see what happens over the next couple days. Weather for Florida. Rain showers with a temperature of 71 degrees, and the wind is blowing from the southeast at 0 miles an hour, and current humidity is 88%. Andrea says she had the windows open all day, but the humidity got bad in here, so she turned on the AC to dry it out. In Ellensburg, there are showers in the vicinity with temperatures of 32 degrees Fahrenheit. The wind is blowing from the east-northeast at 6 miles an hour, and the current humidity is 100%. Wow. And Dubrovka says, Katie, your card went in the mail today. We will see how long it takes to get. Oh, thank you. I'll be so excited about getting the card. Thank you for that. Flooding rain coming our way tomorrow. I hope not much flooding, says Terry. I saw that Washington State got a boatload of rain from that atmospheric river they had. Okay, we got this one pinned. Now I'm going to go ahead and sew this one, and then we're going to press these open and then add the other side. And then we can put this block together. Andrea, what colors are you going to do your chocolate, strawberries, and kisses in? Nikolai is making homemade soup. It's chicken and pork tenderloin soup. How long does it usually take mail to get to you from the US? A while. I know that's big, but lately it's been pretty tough because we lost our post office. So all our mail is coming through the store, and then there's been wait, let me see. I want to leave that alone. Yeah, we're gonna leave that. Okay. So it varies. Um, I got a box yesterday from Cotton Cuts that was mailed out on November the 24th or 28th, it said. And so I got that yesterday. So that wasn't too long. So maybe things will finally get back on track. We'll see what happens. Okay, so I got this first one done. I'll keep pressing these open. And then I'm going to take it over to the iron to help flatten them a little bit. Because there's a lot of bulk in these tiny blocks. Andrea says pinks, reds, and browns. I picked out some scraps and I printed out the 3 templates. So I might do some different variations. Oh, that sounds like fun. I can't wait to see what you do with them. All right, let's get these pressed.
Sounds good. Sounds good for Susan.
What?
Traveling route for brothers.
Yeah, she must live somewhere where there's a lot of rain going on. I know Washington State has been swamped with rain. All right, we got these pressed. I gotta be careful not turn this the wrong direction. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do the other side now. The JFK Performing Arts Center name has been changed. Yeah, I just think that's shameful. I've been not watching what's going on. Be safe when you're traveling, Susan. Andrew says, yeah, I read that one. Denise says, what does your brother think about you making the trip? And Andrew says, I think I'll do one while we are on your live and then work on another one when you do yours. Okay, Andrew, that sounds great to me because I would like to see how yours come out. And Susan says he wants me to come and I don't want to spend Christmas alone. I don't blame you one little bit. Being alone at Christmas time sucks. Denise, I guess that announcement was made last night during a speech. Someone asked me if I watched the speech last night. I'm like, nope. It is warm in our house, you guys. I know I tell you that every week, don't I? Oh my gosh. I agree, Jean. I know one thing. I'm going to do something when I come back to the States. It's going to probably aggravate some people, but I don't care. I am changing my affiliation to being an independent. Joyce says it's cold in mine. Hey, you want to trade places, Joyce? Oh, goodness. You can come here and I'll go. No, I don't want to be hot. Put it that away. We're probably going to end up opening the door, let some of this heat out. Joyce says it's cold in her. Yeah. And Susan says, I agree. Jean. Joyce says she lives in Wyoming. You know, I have never been to Wyoming, not even flying through Wyoming. Here we got this first one pinned on. I'm just going to go ahead and get them all pinned. That way I can chain sew them all at once. No, it was on my Yahoo feed today. Dan Bongino is resigning as FBI director as of January 5th, says he missed being a podcaster and his wife. I don't know who that is, but I probably can understand why he did. Jean says, I changed mine a few years ago to independent. Luckily, I can still vote for my choice. Yeah, I'm going to do that when I get back to the States. When I renew my driver's license, I'm going to change mine. So, I know some are going to travel to be with their family for Christmas, but those that are not traveling, well, even if you are traveling, and you're going to someone else's house for Christmas, is there any special food you plan on making to share with your family? Or will someone else be doing all the cooking? What do y'all do for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day when it comes to what you make for food? Rita, hey, Rita. She says, just sitting here looking for the political stuff to chill. There's not that much political stuff going on, Rita. How you been doing? I haven't seen you in a while. Hey, Laura, and you're never late. Welcome, welcome. It's good to see you. I was wondering where you were. Just Joyce says she's just going to her daughter's house. Hey, Rita, what you working on now? I know you finished that purple quilt and everything. What do you got something else going on that you're working on right now? I can't wait to show you guys something when I finish this block too. So while I'm pinning these, let's talk about my dragon fruit. So day before yesterday, I started on the snail trail block. And I made sure that I marked the back side of the paper with every bit of information that needed to be on there so that I wouldn't get colors mixed up and stuff or in the wrong position. And guess what? The 4 patch that goes in the center of the block, I turned it in the wrong direction. And I didn't see it until I had set about 95% of the pieces sewn on the block when I discovered what I had done. So there's nothing I can do about it. I'm going to go ahead and take off the 2 big triangles because I hadn't trimmed them down yet, and use them because I'm gonna have to resew that whole block again, which means cutting more fabric. And I'll take that mishap and probably put it on the back of Abby's quilt, along with all the other mishaps that I've had throughout this period. But I knew I was going to mess it up, and sure enough, I did. But now the next 2 blocks are just fine. So I figured out what I did wrong, and I'm making sure to pay attention to where a specific color goes when you first mount that 4 patch. Laura says, I've not been feeling well, so I've been in and out of videos. Oh, I hope you get to feeling better. Can't have you sick. Got to have you up, moving around, and doing things. Rita says purple. Oh, it was the blue one. Sorry. No, you did. Okay. I thought it was a purple one. My bad. I better go look again. I could have sworn it was purple. You have mold in your house, Rita? You know, if they find mold in our houses here, we have to move out. Laura says we are hosting our family for Christmas. We usually have 20 to 25 people by blood and a family by choice that comes to our home. You are going to be a busy lady. I was talking about the purple one because you had said you made a mistake on the purple one. So I thought I couldn't have been crazy. I didn't realize you did a blue one. Oh my gosh. This is bad. You know, your landlord needs to be held accountable for that. Here, if they find mold in our houses, we're told we have to move because the government will put some kind of thing on the house, and you have to move out because there's nothing they can do about it except tear the whole house down. All right, I got them all pinned. Now let's sew. You need to get a lawyer, Rita. You might be able to get something through I forget what it's called. Florida had something where if you didn't have money for a lawyer, you could get it through something aid. I can't remember what it's called. Legal aid. Yeah, legal aid. Yeah. I would be getting me some help because that should not be that way. They all have, landlords have rules just like anybody else does. What is a lawyer going to do if she owns the house? She's a lawyer. You still should get a lawyer. I'm just saying because that's bad. Because that mold will kill you, or could put it that way. I always worry about our house having mold because our house is old on one side of it. Sounds like it would be wonderful, Laura. Yep. All right, we got all three of them sewn. I'm gonna take them over and press them and then measure them. And we will see what I need, if I need to trim any of the other blocks down. I think I will have to, just like a hair or so. Okay, let me see what size these are. So these are, all right, I need to trim these down just a little bit, which is going to be slightly hard. Hmm. So what I'm doing is I'm just trimming down just a tiny bit because the star blocks are just a tiny bit off, just a little bit, but that's okay. It's nothing I can't work around. I mean, they're so, it's just like less than an eighth off. So I'm just going to trim them down just a little bit. Just a little bit. Hello, Quintella. She says, good evening, Katie. How are you feeling today? I'm feeling good today, actually. Had a headache earlier, but I'm fine now. Let me see here. Terry says she has a pounding headache today, been laying low, and Miss Nala is finally sleeping. She was up and demanding for a few hours like an infant. Laura says last week they discovered termite trails in her kitchen. We recently built the garage, and I think that's where they came from. We will deal with that after the holidays. It's just too much right now. And yeah, I understand that. Rita doesn't own the house. Someone else does. She rents her house, unless I misunderstood that some time ago. This one is so weird. It's like so slight. It's hard to even figure out how much trim this one. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it like this. We're gonna go on both sides, see what I capture. And then we'll flip it around and do the other side. How you doing, Quintella? She says, I'm okay, just very stiff with arthritis. Yep, got to keep on moving. That's right. Can't give into it. That's for sure, for sure. It's weird how as we're aging, we discover new aches and pains we didn't have maybe a couple years before that. I'm almost done here, y'all, with trimming this down. I just need to do the center one and then I'll have everything the way I want it. Okay. Okay, let me see here. We're going to take half and half this. All right, now we're ready to sew this block together. And I'm just going to lay it out here on the top of this so you guys can see what I'm doing. All right, now we can sew these. So what I'm going to do is I'll sew this one to this one, same thing all the way down here. And when I got this done, we'll press, and then we'll add to the other side. And then after we've done that, then we'll sew across. Laura says, I've been depressed this month because I've been feeling well enough to finish the Christmas projects. My family understands, but I'm still frustrated. I understand. Joyce says, I know that that's how I've been too, Laura, and my family understands too. Yep. It's always good when family actually understands what's going on with someone, one of their family members. Says, I hope that 2026 is better. 2025 has been definitely difficult. I spent much of my time in the hospital and months on home health care. I'm ready for a new beginning. Yep. Let's hope things go a lot better this upcoming year for you. All of us are rooting for you. And you'll continue to stay in my prayers too. Joyce H says it's still difficult sending love and prayers to you. I get it for sure. Keep each other in our prayers, and it helps a lot. Sending good thoughts and positive vibes. Okay. So we're going to take this over and press it, and then I'll lay it back out again so you can see it. All right. There. This one. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew this to this. Same thing here, all the way across. And then I'll press again. And then we will sew these across. And then we'll have a finished block finally. Dubrovka, let's see. Joyce says she's sending love and prayers. Hugs to you, Laura. Dubrovka says, Laura, wishing you all the best in 2026. Laura says, Katie, thank you for the positive thoughts and prayers. They are so important. They are. We can help each other with this. This is a good idea. And then Joyce says, wishing everyone good health and for 2026. Yes. we need to have a good next year coming up. And Laura says, Joyce and everyone, thank you so much for that support. I can't begin to describe how grateful I am. It's because we all love you. We want you to be around for a long time. And this community is really good, you know, good about support and stuff. And I made a comment the other day, and I'll keep saying this. When you have a village, you can move mountains. So all of us sticking together can help each other out during time of need, when we need it. Even when we don't need it, we can still stick together. Just saying. I'm so thankful for all of y'all because y'all have kept me going so many times. As I can tell you, there's been a couple times where I'm like, why am I doing this? And I'm doing it because I love it. But, you know, sometimes you just question it sometimes. And then I have my hubby, you know, my heart light. It's hardest though when he's at sea. What do you guys think about this block? Do y'all like the colors I'm using on it? That teal color here is with the black in it's making it look interesting, I think. I finally joined your Facebook group, Katie. Thank you, Joyce. I appreciate that. I set it up. It's a private, for those that don't know about the group is a closed group, meaning that no one outside of that group can see what's being said on the inside of it. I've set the bot so, because I have a bot attached to it, I set it so that if people break certain rules, like if they turn out to be a troller, the bot will nail them. Because I want y'all to feel safe in there, because I know a lot of people are leery about Facebook these days. Laura says, honestly, there were times this past year that I wanted to give up. I fractured my back and then hospitalized for obstruction. It has been a difficult year. It has. I know it has for you. And there was a time where we didn't see you at all. I was very worried about you. The name of the group is called Greenland Quilter, Quintella. Hold on a minute. I will share my link for the Facebook group if I still have it in mind. Hold on, I'll share it with you. Nope, that's not it. Let's see. QQFB. Let's see if that gives the link. Laura says, Katie, thank you for keeping everyone safe. I gotta. We can't have a Facebook running amok with crazy people. Huh, that didn't show anything. Okay, hang on, let me get the link so that you can find it easier. I need to go through my face or my bot and see what's going on. Okay, here's the link for you. Quintella, it will ask you some questions, and on one of the questions it says what year did what year did my channel start? It started 2 years ago. So all you have to do is put 2 years ago, the year of 2 years ago. It's just to make sure that whoever's trying to enter in is not a bot. If you have any trouble, I'll okay it after the live. Hey, Highways, how are you? Hi, Katie. I'm here following, albeit busy editing, so we'll keep this running for you, my friend. Thank you so much. Hi, see, Highways is always here. I mentioned him earlier at the beginning of the live. You know, he's not a quilter or a sewer, but he does have a really cool channel where he takes you around Manchester areas and different areas like that. So you can, you know, so that you can see parts of the area that he's in. And Highways, you can share your channel if you like. Type exclamation selfie. Hello, I never seem to get here on time, says Chris. Hey, no one's ever late. You're here. That's all that matters. You're here. And I am happy to see you, Chris. Welcome, welcome. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this over to the iron so I can make sure everything's laying flat. And then we'll go ahead and sew this together. Okay, here we go. This looks a little bit weird. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna sew these together. And then we will have a completed block. I will also share the link. So if you have not signed up for the giveaway, hang on, let me get that link. You're welcome anytime, Highways. Where's the link for that? For the Greenland giveaway on New Year's Eve, because we're giving away 8 gift cards. You need to fill out this form to participate. And there's a list of vendors that you can only choose one, and you can only sign up once. If I find double signups, I will delete one of them. You can only enter once. And then if I draw your name during the live, then I will remove you from the list, because you can only win once. I want it to be fair for everybody. So we're not going to have like multiple. Man, I don't know what's going on with my laptop, but it's putting weird things in here on mine. Yeah, that's so weird. And looks like, yep, and Highway shared his channel. Y'all go over and have a look around and join his channel if you like. Laura says, I'm fortunate. I have an amazing husband who's been married 35 years, and he's always treated me like a princess. Yeah, your husband sounds like mine. I bet you they would get along famously. What are you whining about? Did you get kicked out of the kitchen? Daddy already fed your behind. Nikolai's making homemade soup. He makes really good soup. Denise says, Laura, you said your husband has suffered some serious injuries too. He's taking good care of himself as well. And Laura says, Katie, our husbands would definitely be fast friends. I think so too. I have this song stuck in my head, and it's been stuck in my head for over a week and a half now. I can't seem to get it out of my head. And even my husband's been listening to this same song. He likes the song too. Babe, honey, is the door open?
Yeah, it's open. Oh, it's open.
It's called I Got You. Hang on, I'll send you the link, and it's up to you to watch it. Hold on a minute, I'll go get it. But I stumbled onto this person's video, and when I saw it, I'm like, oh my God, I love it. It's a little bit on the dark side, but I don't care. I like the song. And now it's just buzzing in my brain constantly. Yeah, Demos, yeah. But I think he's from Poland or something. But I'll forewarn you, it's a little bit dark, but the song is beautiful.
Who's ready to hatch some cool pets? Click here to make your very own monster on Adapted Mind.
Sorry about that. Here's the link, and you can go watch it at your leisure. But his name is Dimash or Dimash. I'm not sure which pronunciation that is. Denise, yes, my husband had open heart surgery and 3 joint replacement surgeries. I guess we're a team. We get through it together. And then Denise says, last Christmas has taken Mariah Carey's first place position as favorite internationally. And then Terry says, when Nala has a bad day, I get very scared. She is either declining or she is training me to be her 24/7 servant. Oh no. Dogs are funny that way. Hey, Bonnie, it's good to see you. Bonnie says my house is hot because he's cooking soup. And she says, hi, Nico.
Hi, Bonnie.
Nala will be 16. What kind of dog is she? Nora just turned 7. She's starting to act like a mature dog, but she still gets the zoomies and stuff. And she adores Nikolai. It is hilarious watching how she does with him. Totally amusing. Yeah, I'm talking about you, young lady. She's like, what about me, Daddy? All right, let's get this sewn, and then we'll get the other part of it sewn on. There's lots of pins in here now. Nala is blind and deaf and kind of lame. She's a sitsu. Hey, getting my finger in the way here.
Whoever listens to that song, they have to use their headphones to listen to the first time.
They might be able to hear it pretty good using their phone. When he gets to that duty part he does. It depends on if they're on their TV or on their phones. Got this side done. Now let's get this bottom side put on, and then we will be rocking and rolling with this block. We have to run. Have a great rest of your day, everyone. See you later, Joyce. Thank you for dropping in. I appreciate you. Does anyone know if Zaza's going live at 7 o'clock tonight or not? 7 o'clock Eastern time, not my time. Be 10 o'clock my time. You know that cartilage that's on those bones, honey?
Mhm.
You can give her those. Just don't give her the bones because they're cooked. But the cartilage will be fine. Be good for her nails and hair. I know she does Saturday, but for some reason I thought she also did Thursdays. Thank you, Terry, for going to have a look. Hello, Gladys. Welcome, welcome. And thank you for sharing your channel with us. I appreciate that. That's what this selfie thing is for. Y'all, exclamation selfie to share your channel, please. Chris says that block looks difficult. The one with the star part of it, yeah, because it's small, but it's going to come out really good. It's not really difficult. It's just you have to be careful with these very small half square triangles because they're 1.5. I think they were 1.5 inch half square triangles. So there's lots of seams in here, which has been a bit challenging trying to make sure everything lines up. But it's okay. This block is going to probably look really cool when I get it all finished. As long as I can get everything to line up properly anyway. It sometimes can be a pain in the rump. Like this one's being a pain in the rump. But it's still doable. And we're going to get it together here in just a minute. Chris says it looks cool already. And Denise says it reminds me of, what reminds you of a Manson Colt? What are you talking about? Oh, the video, Denise? I've never seen a Manson thing, so I wouldn't know. The song is beautiful. That dude has quite the voice. And Denise says, the dude is too macabre for me. His voice is nice, though. We have a case now where our dude is changed with chopping up. Oh, no, that's not cool. With this same kind of genre of singing. Yeah, I think the song is beautiful. I warned you it was a bit on the dark side, but it doesn't bother me because I watch vampire movies all the time anyway. Some dude, wow. What state was this in, Denise? Dubrovka says she's singing the song now. She loves it. Yeah, it's a beautiful song. And his voice is, I don't know, he's able to sing on both ends of the spectrum of sing. There's a name for people who can sing at both ends of it. I forgot what it's called because I can sing at both ends of it too. I did a music test and come to find out I can do both ends of it. I used to sing in church, and I've written music too. I actually have a religious song that's been published. I'm not bragging or nothing like that. It's nothing special. It's, you know, I love the song, but back then, you know, it was when things were semi-okay. Series, let's see here. Quintella said, I missed something here. Where'd she go? But they're, I think they subbed to each other. Zaza posted a Discord that she is not doing her EPP sewing this evening too. Okay, thank you for letting me know. So I don't like have to hurry up and kill myself to get off of here then. We have a misalignment right here that I need to fix. Does anyone know why Tammy went to San Francisco? Because I missed out on what her trip was for. And I tried going back to try to figure out when she talked about it, but I couldn't find it. I just knew she went, and I didn't know why though. I don't know why that done that. That's so strange. California, the ledge killer is name is D4VD. Never heard of them. Was this a recent thing, Denise? Or from the past? We're going to Christmas concert this weekend. My husband has been invited to sing. I am super excited for that. Cool. Maybe you can video some of it, Laura. Yeah. When I sang in the church, I sang with my two sisters and a friend. We were a quartet. And we were all writing songs back then because that was a requirement by the preacher. We had to write our own songs. Quintilla says, Katie, I gotta run. Stay safe. You too. Take it easy, okay? See you on the next time. She's saying, have a good evening, everyone, and stay safe.
The disturbance.
You already put the pork in too?
Yep.
It's good, honey.
After forming up.
Okay. Time for veggies.
Yep. 10 minutes.
Uh-oh, I'm gonna get in trouble here with the needle because I forgot to pull that pin out. All right, let's go press this. Oh, you dropped it on the floor?
Yeah, it's back.
Oh, it's not gonna kill her. Okay, let me take a quick peek at something here for a minute. I need to see something.
No move. Thank you.
Oh, this block is right at 12 inches. I definitely will have to modify the sashing for this one. So something didn't. Okay, here's the block. Denise says the closest I can come to liking vampires is the Addams Family. The Dracula movie did nothing for me. Some people don't like stuff like that, and that's okay. I like stuff like that, but I can't watch horror movies, so go figure. So here's the finished block. This is called Snowshoe. And this one finished out at exactly 12 inches, which means it's going to be less than that when I put the sashing on. But that's okay because I can modify the sashing. It may have been intentional to come out at 12, or maybe it's not quite 12. It looks like it's like a little bit over 12. But yeah. What do y'all think about the block? Bonnie says the block is beautiful. Yeah, today's Thursday, so nope, William won't be live tonight. He'll be live tomorrow night. But I thought Tammy's live on Thursdays too, but I don't know, since she's traveling, she probably won't be tonight. So I don't have to like rush to hurry up and finish. Okay. All right. So this is the block number 24. And for those who want to know where this is at, it's block number 587. And it's on page 301 in this 1000 block book. Okay. All right. Now, let me show you what I've been working on the last couple of days. So as you know, I've been working on my dragon fruit quilt along the monthly block of the month, which is this pattern. So I've been working on it's called the snail trail. I'm going to show you something. So the snail trail is this part of the block right here, right there. And you can see there's 4 of them. Okay. So I'm going to show you the first block that I messed up. This is the first one. And I want you to look at it and you'll see the mistake. Because it's supposed to look like a snail trail. Hang on a minute. Let me pin this so it's not flopping around. So because I have it trimmed down, but these two pieces here, I'm going to remove those. This got trimmed, so I'll just have to reuse it. But I think what I'm going to do is I'll take these bigger pieces off and leave this as a square, and then I'll use it on the back of her quilt. But can you see the mistake? And this is how it should look. So, yeah, so this is how it should look. And this is where I went wrong. So this was the first one. So what I'm going to do, like I said, is I'll take this one and I'll pull off these 4 big triangles off and leave this intact right here. And then I'll just sew it on the back of the quilt along with other, because I have other mess up blocks too that I'll put on the back. And I'll also be piecing, because there's a lot of leftover fabric. So I won't know until I get to the last set of blocks how much fabric I'll have left over, because there might be enough to do a pillowcase, maybe one whole pillowcase where we can slide the quilt inside of it. And then I want to do another one where it's a piece pillow sham where she can put it over a pillow and use it as part of the decoration to go with her quilt. So that's, yeah. So this is the mess up. And this is how it should look. And so far I have 2 of these done. So tonight I'm going to go ahead and work on the third one. I've already started on number 3. These are really big blocks. So, and I'll show you the other blocks that I've already got sewn so far. So far we have, let me see, how's this supposed to be? This block. And I have it upside down, looks like, maybe. So I've got 4 of these made. I have 4 of these made. Four of these. Uh, 4 of these. And 4 of these. Okay, so I'm going to show you where we are in this book. Okay. So when I finished the other 2 of the snail trail here, then what we got to do is we have to make We have to make 4 of this block here and then 4 of this one. And we'll have this whole set done. Now, this looks like it's going, because these are 12.5-inch blocks, these will be added to the whole section, and I'll show you how that works. So after that, then I have to make, and then and there's this, yeah, I already showed that block. Yeah. So after that, we have 1 more set of blocks we have to make. So we're going to be making all of these blocks. And then we have to sew them together to look like this block. And there'll be 4 of these. We'll be making 4 of this right here. Well, right here, yeah. So there's 4 of those. And then when I get all those done, then we'll start putting these together. We'll have to do it in this order here, but we have to make 4 of this whole piece. So there'll be 4 of this. Then when I get all of those sewn together, we join all of them together this way. Then all that leaves after that is the border. Donnelly. How are you? Dubravka says that's a beautiful block. Donnelly says sure is pretty, mess up or not. Bonnie says I see two puppy heads facing each other. Chris says oh. And then let's see. Donnie says yeah, I see that too, Bonnie. Chris says it looks like two dogs sniffing each other. That's hilarious. Donnie says like snobby do heads looking at each other. Scooby, like two Scooby-Doo heads looking at each other. How pretty. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is we're going to continue on with this snail trail, and I'm going to make another one. And you get to watch. I got to switch sewing machine feet because I need my open toe foot. Nora, get off my sewing machine foot. Pedal. Okay, and then I got to switch my machine back to regular mode and get these pins out of the way. Okay, so right now I have sewn a 4-patch block here. And then we have half triangles here. So the next set's going to be half triangles on each corner here. So we'll do a purple, turquoise, thistle, and the thistle is this really brilliant, bright color right here that you see. And then it's just basically we keep adding triangles onto it. So it's like a sort of like an economy block, but not an economy block. And I have wrote on the paper where the colors go, which is helping me not make any mistakes. What happened on the first block is when I put the 4-patch down, I had it turned the wrong way and I didn't catch it until I was way out here with it. And then it was too late. There was nothing I could do to undo it because I had, as you do this, you have to trim down. And because you're trimming down, it does, if you were to tear it apart, some of these would be too small to be trying to sew back on here without having a struggle with it. Rita says, okay. Email sent off, then you'll understand better, Katie. Okay, Rita. All right, let's get started on this block. So you're going to see me doing lots of trimming and sewing and yeah. All right, so we need purple and turquoise next. So there's this side. And we got this side. So we're going to sew those on first. And basically what I've been doing is I've been kind of using this 4-patch here as a bit of a lining up. This 4-patch looks weird. And I just line it and then I pin them so they don't move while I send them through the machine. Yeah, you can't afford to be getting sick from mold. Mold is damaging to the lungs and everything else. Thistle is the seeds I feed the golden finches. So are the birds going to come and eat thistle? I don't know. You never know. I think it's an interesting name some of these fabrics, some of this fabric line has. But when you're looking at this fabric in one huge piece, it really makes your eyeballs go weird. I told Nikolai I have to concentrate on not looking directly at it when I'm cutting it because it does something to my eyes. And I've been doing this 2 at a time. I pin this side down and then I come back over here and I'll pin the other side on. And so this is being mounted on the back side of the paper, but you're going to be sewing on the front side of the paper. Finches are good birds, although finches have heat attacks. Quite of them really on captivity. It's good to have a pair. I didn't know you could domesticate finches. Terry says, I'm not sure it is not enough. So sorry for your troubles, Rita. Rita, how many years have you lived in that house?
Which is before the haircuts.
Mwah. You definitely don't need to add salt.
Yep. One more salt, I could put 5 kilos in it.
Really, honey?
Yeah, 5 kilos salt.
You must not want to eat it then if you put 5 kilos of salt in it. Golly, you couldn't even take a sip of it without coughing up a storm from that. Don't forget spinach. There is a lag on the Zoom to YouTube, Terry. Oh, let's hope there's not one here. Oh, geez. It's me that's lagging on my chat because I forgot to set my chat to live. Sorry, guys. Oh, boy. All right. She says it's 2019. The chat is ahead of the video. So weird. Let me check and see if something's going on. Hold on a minute. Hey, sorry, maybe, I don't know.
Haircuts on.
Okay, baby. While I'm sewing this, let's talk about my little poll today. What does Barmicide mean? And I gave options. Option 1 was happy. Option 2 was tall. Option 3 was dangerous. And option 4 was illusory. So right now there's been 30 votes. 7% voted on option 1, 3% on option 2, 40% on option 3, and 50% on option 4. So we'll be talking about that soon. I think it was interesting that I guessed the answer right when I answered the question. It's weird how I know the answer to some of these words and other words. The newer words are, sometimes I miss those. The new modern words. Donna Lee says she's seeing me perfectly. Okay, good. You might have to hit something on your screen, Terry, or reload it one. Okay, I'm gonna go over and press this. And then we're going to come back here and we are going to trim it. So it's pin, sew, press, and then trim. That's basically all you're doing here. Sew, press, trim. Oh, pin, sew, press, and trim. Yeah. Because I pin. Okay, now we turn it back over again. Now we're going to put thistle on here. always gets me. No, I don't even, there we go. Now I got it turned the way I want it. Okay. Then I'm going to pin it. Rita says, same on my side, Terry. I'm not sure I can do anything about how y'all are seeing it. I just checked it. My internet's fine. Oh, I'm using the wrong triangles on here. Gee whiz, I thought that didn't look right. That would have been a big mistake. Yes, this looks more like it. I know sometimes when I watch lives on the TV, it tends to lag behind the, like if I'm in the bedroom watching someone's live, and I'm also on my phone, but I don't really watch the video on my phone, but because I use the phone to comment. And sometimes, and I can also see the chat on my TV screen, even though I can't comment. That's why I use the phone to do it. And sometimes the chat on the phone is faster than what's sitting on my TV, even though my TV is attached to a LAN connection. Or, yeah, to LAN. We have it run straight to the router instead of using the Wi-Fi on it. Everything else in this house, though, what you see here on this area, along with underneath, the phone up here, all this is on Wi-Fi. It's just our TV isn't. Bonnie says, looking to me good to me, Katie, on my end. Hey, Shirley. I was just thinking about you yesterday, wondering how you were doing. Sherry says, yes. Can you see? Can see you fine. It's just funny because you will type something in the chat and the video. Yeah, it's very strange.
It's hard.
It's always interesting what happens when you put the carrot.
Cards.
It's like it puts this extra pizzazz in the soup. It's the strangest thing. All because you added a vegetable. Bonnie says everything looks good on her end. Looking good, looking good. Yeah. I think, see, Teresa was going to come sew with me tonight, but I have a feeling that maybe they're having internet trouble her way, because when I talked to her last, she had said something about a power pole got knocked down because of all the rain. And it wouldn't surprise me if that's why she hadn't come. It's because the weather was bad. I hadn't had a chance to check my emails if she had written to me. But I bet it's to do with the internet.
It's done, so your house is done.
Okay, babe. Yeah,
I've covered too.
Okay. I need to, what did you cover it with? That yellow thing needs washing.
I don't know.
I keep forgetting to do that.
All right.
So now I'm trimming. I really think I'll have this ready to go and to take with me to the United States in March. Because I'm doing pretty good with it. I think that probably I will start sewing it completely together in January, but I also need to get the rest of my channel stuff done too. So if I can get all these quadrants done, which is what I'm trying to do, then I can set it aside so I can get my other channel stuff done, because I need to get Katie's Creative Chaos at least at a certain size. And also, I need to finish that friendship one, because I think if I can get that friendship one done, I'm going to take that one to the United States with me too. If I can manage to have time to quilt it before I leave anyway, we'll see. But Sherry's going to be quilting this dragon fruit. And she's also going to quilt my sugary dew if I can find a backing for it while I'm in the States. I'm hoping I'll find the backing that talks to me. I'm going to have to visit some quilt shops to find what I want and take the quilt top with me. Because right now, I don't have anything here I want to put on the back of it. Right now, we're going to go to the bigger one. So we're going to sew these two sides on first. No, wait. We're going to sew purple and turquoise on first. I didn't even mark that triangle. That should be turquoise. Yep. All right. So we got purple up here, turquoise down here. This purple is very pretty. I would love to have some yardage of this. Shirley says, doing okay, just getting hubby to his appointments. He has to go into the hospital next week. Current regimen not working. They're going to start a bispecific therapy. I don't even know what that is. You must have some great insurance. Dubrovka says, thank you, Katie. Nice chat. Have to go to dinner. See you soon. Okay. Enjoy your dinner, Dubrovka. I need to use a different straight pen. I'm wondering what she's having for dinner. We had barbecue chicken yesterday. It was good using my oven yesterday. So we finally figured out what the problem was. So 2 days in a row, I've used my oven. Today, Nikolai cooked. Hey, we have 2 ribeye roasts. I'm thinking about pulling one of them out and eating it this weekend. What do you think?
Yep.
Maybe we could have it Sunday.
Yeah, we could.
And that's the third ed boot, right?
Yeah. No, fourth.
Well, so is there 5 of them?
But there are 4 of them.
Oh, because Christmas is going to be on Wednesday.
Yep.
I need to pull both of them out then, I guess.
And I let her taste the soup while in process.
Actually, why don't we pull a duck out and have that on Saturday?
Quack quack.
Yeah, let's do a quack quack. We'll take it out today. Yeah, we need to take it out tonight and put it. You need to put it in one of them big blue dishes. Stick it in the refrigerator. Then I can cook it Saturday at lunchtime, and we'll have already eaten before I have my live on Saturday. Huh?
Doesn't matter.
Save the bigger one for later. Get the smaller one out.
2400.
Yeah, it's 2400. Yeah. Then I can do the other one a week before you leave, or I can save it for when you come home, because we have reindeer to eat along with lamb. We bought that lamb, and I definitely want to stuff that lamb. I'm thinking about stuffing that reindeer too. Maybe we could cook both of them, since that's a small piece of lamb.
Yeah.
Maybe I could do the lamb and the reindeer together.
Yeah, we could.
But not in the same dish, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Let's stuff them the same and see which one tastes better. Or they may taste the same and enjoy both of them. It is an immunotherapy, uses engineered antibiotics to attempt to kill off the cancer. Well, I sure hope it helps. Katie, you said soup too many times, so now I'm having soup, says Terry. Yeah, I definitely was in the mood for soup. Anytime he comes home and makes his soup, I'm like, No one makes it like he does.
Terry.
Yep, that's what I was talking about. She's like, you mentioned soup enough, I went and had some too.
She wasn't a soup person when we haven't worked together. Now she is.
I'm only a soup person with your soup. And with that particular soup. I think she has the OUT. That's I think she needs the OUT.
Yeah. Oops, sorry.
She's gotten good about saying stuff.
Yeah.
And she don't let up either. If she really has to go and she's bugging you and bugging you and bugging you, you know something's up. All right. Pretty soon we're going to have to switch to a bigger ruler. Okay, now we'll put the thistle on. Whistle, whistle. Alrighty. After I finish this block, then I'm going to show you the 4 blocks I'm going to put up for voting, so that we can decide on what order we're going to sew the next 4 blocks in after I do the one I'm going to do tomorrow. So the voting will start. If I can get it up tonight, y'all can start voting on it tonight or tomorrow. If I don't get it up until tomorrow, then you can start voting tomorrow. And then there'll be a cutoff date on the voting probably for Wednesday of the following week. That way I can because I think I'm going to use a couple of days, maybe not necessarily this. I don't know if I'm going to do a double live somewhere. It's going to have to be this coming week because due to the fact that I'll be doing that 12-hour live on New Year's Eve. But I'm also going to be live on, well, I don't know, I might go live on Christmas Day maybe, or Christmas Eve. I definitely will be live Christmas Day because that's my usual live anyway. Unless we're invited to someone's house. So far, we haven't been invited, so I'm not too concerned. Thank you, Highways, for still being around. I appreciate it. Giving me some watch hours. Time for me to go do another playlist on his channel, too. Going to Sherry's channel. Going to Sherry's channel. Sherry's live tonight? Is she really? Oh, maybe she decided to go live tonight. I didn't know about it. Oh, unless it's that Christmas thing they got going on. Going to Sherry's channel. Sherry hit a milestone this week. She hit 30,000 views, or no, 300,000 views this week. She is doing really good with her channel. I figured as much because I figured that's why she was chasing you around. And she was coming in here looking at me like, Mom, I need to do something. Ooh, okay, we need a bigger ruler.
Maybe we go to Sherry's channel.
Yeah, can you go look and see if she's live, babe?
I'm not.
I know, but you can still look it up as Sherry Yurton. It's Yurtin. Cheri. So I didn't know she was going to be live today. Not that I'm aware of. Maybe she changed one of her live nights. She's usually on live Tuesdays. Unless she's... Uh-oh. What's today's date? Oh, I messed up. I was supposed to be on someone else's live today. Oh, no. At 3 o'clock our time. I think it was for today, or it's for tomorrow 1. I bet it was for today. Let me go look in my email. Oh, crap. That's
I
not...
don't see her online.
Sorry for the language, guys, but I just realized something. No, it's tomorrow. Oh, thank God. I'm gonna be on Mona's channel tomorrow. Yeah, me and Sherry, because we're doing a collaboration together. And so I'll have her live to go to, and then I have my live behind her. I thought I had messed up, man. He's Yeah, we're going to do me and Sherry will be doing a collaboration next year. It's going to be from Alice's Wonderland book. We're going to be doing another skill builder type sew along. All right, we got that done. Now we have the last 4 of these to put on here, and this block will be done. Or this number 3 will be done. Okay, we need to do 17 and 18 first, which is thistle. Hey, Nancy. Good to see you. I think we're starting it in February, if I remember right. So, my box got sent from Syracuse 3 or 4 days ago. So that book is in that box. So hopefully it will get here sometime of, I'm thinking mid-January maybe. Although when I checked it, it was already in transit, which is fast, considering usually things I order from Fat Quarter Shop or somewhere else takes like up to 2 weeks before I see any movement of it. So maybe my box will get here in short order. We will see. Because I have new boots sitting in that box, along with some other things for some hardware stuff that I'm working on for making y'all's viewing better. It's gonna still take a while because I don't have everything I need yet, but I'm getting there slowly. I'll be getting there. Still got to order a couple parts for my Canon camera, but I think by next year I'll have most of it done, and what I don't have done, I can finish picking it up when I go to the United States. All right, let's get these 2 sewn on. Did you bring your thimbles? Asked Terry. Katie, the thimbles from Danny's channel. Yeah, I think I have like 97,000 from Danny's channel now. But some of y'all, oh my gosh, some of you guys have a boatload of them. Is she live tonight, Terry?
I don't see her.
You don't see Danny live?
Danny?
Yeah.
No, you asked Danny. I thought you were.
Yeah, I know you said Sherry wasn't live. I was just wondering if Danny was.
Danny.
So not an expert. SEW. I think she comes on later though if she is.
No, I don't see her either. But
But what did it?
yeah, I don't see her.
Okay. Okay. Now we got 2 more to go and this block is going to be completed. Purple's gonna go up there. And then we got turquoise is gonna go down here on the bottom. All right, let's get this pinned and then we'll sew it. Hey, Mona, it's good to see you. I almost thought I missed your live today. And I was freaking out, so I went and looked at the email and I realized, no, it's tomorrow, not today. And I need to look at this trim again. This doesn't look right. All right. Let's get this back up here. Yep, she says tomorrow. Laura says, sorry, I'm a bit behind. It's okay. No big deal. How are you doing, Mona? One p.m. Eastern. Yeah, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 3 p.m. my time. Katie and Sherry are guests. Yep. Now make sure you go over there tomorrow and have a look. Tired from driving Miss Daly. If y'all hang tight for a minute, I'll go get the link for Mona's live tomorrow too. Let me see if I can go find it. All right, let me go to her channel so I can share Mona's live with us tomorrow. And Mona, you can actually share your regular channel by typing, well, the main, you know what I mean, by typing exclamation Mona, I believe. Well, I can actually do that too. Duh. Mona did what? Let's see, tomorrow's the 19th. All right, go here. That says 4 p.m. Is there two different lives, Mona? Because this says 4 p.m. my time, not 3. Maybe it's not 1 p.m. Eastern, but Central. Hang on, I'm going to go look at what you're saying, Mona. Because according to this, it says 4 p.m. So I want to make sure I got the right live. One p.m. Is that Eastern? Yeah, because right now I see 4 o'clock, which is technically 2 o'clock Eastern Standard. And in the meantime, let me share Mona's main channel link. It should be in the bot. Yeah, there she is. One p.m. Eastern Standard. Okay. Okay. Now let me share that link. I wanted to make sure it was the right link. All right, this is for Mona's Friday Live. You're welcome. Anytime. Thank you, Terry. So y'all go over and turn your notifications on for that live tomorrow too, if you don't already have Mona set to share notifications. Sometimes they don't work whether you have them on or off or not, I've noticed. I need to go. Yep, and I just reported him too, Terry. Is Kevin back in here? Hi, Kevin. You're back. Jeff loved the little trolls, but I just reported him. So, and I also blocked him so he couldn't be seen in the channel. We'll see if he switches to another username or not, because some of them do that. And it looks like I need to add another word to my, yeah. Because he used the word. Yep, because it's, as far as I'm concerned, it's harassment. A certain kind, in fact. Thank you guys for helping. I was almost about to read that sentence, and I'm like, wait, no, I can't repeat that. These people, they kill me. But I don't. Oh. I have a bunch of blocked with that name. That doesn't surprise me. Because I think I might have 2 or 3 of that name, different variation of that name blocked myself. What's sad is there's, when I first started this, there was someone that was using Izzy, and it would be Izzy this and Izzy that, you know, different numbers. And there's a channel that visits that's in Tuber Chat, and because I have the Izzy part blocked, I can see Izzy when he's talking in the chat, but I don't, and it's unfortunate that his name just happens to have Izzy in it. But there's like, there was 25 different variations of this person using Izzy. It was doing what this person was just doing. Okay, we're gonna get this one. What I'm doing right now is I'm trimming up the block, and then I'll show it to you. I'm getting all the excess off of here. And we'll have another completed block. So we'll have 3 of the 4 done. I think I'm needing to change a blade soon. Okay, let's get this turned around. All right. Okay, let me go press it one more time, and then I'll show it to you. And there's your snail trail again. So this is 3 or 4 of them done now. So we're doing really good. So tonight we have done 2 blocks. We finished up. What did I do with it? Uh-oh. Oh, it's right here. So tonight we finished up block number 24, Snowshoe, from the 1000 block book. So this is block number 24, and in the book it's block number 587. And it's on page 101. So for in case you hadn't seen it. So we started from a block that looked like this to how I made using batiks. So now we have 24 blocks done. And I have 3 of these now done for the dragon fruit quilt along I'm sewing on. So that leaves 1 more of these to do. So that means I have 140. Now I have 100 and, oh no, I was like 35 away of having all the blocks ready to go. So let's talk about what we're going to do tomorrow. And then I will also show you the blocks I'm going to put up for you guys to vote on. So tomorrow I have figured out the issue with Emerald Isles. So I will get this printed out on paper piecing paper now that I can cut this apart and reset it to scan it again. And this is the block that I'm going to do tomorrow night. And this is all paper piecing. So this will be block number 25 from the 1000 block book. Now, let me show you the 4 blocks you're going to be voting on. And based on the percentages of votes will determine which block will get done. So it'll be blocks 26 through 30. Yeah, no. It'll be 29. So it'll be 4 blocks. It'll be 26, 27, 28, and 29. So let me show you what you'll be voting on. And you only, when I put the poll up, only vote on 1 block. And based on the percentage, like I said, it'll be based on the highest percentage will get sewn first. The next percentage will be number 2, number 3, number 4. Okay. So this will be a paper piecing again, because I'm going to, right here, this one. This one's called Chocolate and Strawberries. So that'll be 1 paper piece for the next set of blocks. And then uh-oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, sorry. I got myself all turned around here because I've marked pages. So that'll be 1 block. Let me show you the other 3 that you'll be voting on. Number 3 is going to be Daughter's Delight, which will be this. That'll be block number 2. Block number 3 will be Birthday Girl, which is this one. And block number 4 will be Homestead Album, which is this one. And I'll show you the makeup of the block. And this is the makeup of the block. So I'll get the pictures up in a poll, probably either tonight or tomorrow. And then you'll have a week to vote on the poll for those 4 blocks. And then I'll tell you what order I'll be doing them in. Based on my calendar and stuff, because we have a live tomorrow and Saturday. Let's see, Shonda's going to come sew with me tomorrow night, which is night my time, afternoon her time. I'm by myself on the 20th. And then, you know, like I said, we'll be working on that block. So I'm thinking we also have, so we have Thursday, which is tonight. Tomorrow will be Shonda working on the 1000 block. Saturday, I'll be working on the Tula again. Then Sunday, I will be getting with Danny from Sew Not an Expert. along with Myra, and we will be doing Peace of Mind Mending Pieces. That's our once a month get together that we do to talk about mental health. And then I'm thinking that I probably will pick I'll probably do Wednesday, probably what I'll do. I'll probably take a Wednesday the 24th and do, because that is Christmas. That's Christmas Eve. So I probably will do something on Christmas Eve. I'll do some sewing, and it may be one of the blocks. I'll let you know when I get closer to that. Then I'll do my usual Thursday, Friday, and Saturday block sew together. And don't forget that the 31st, if you haven't filled out that form to be part of the giveaway, you've got to do the form to participate. So when I'm spinning that wheel and you're saying, well, why isn't my name on there? If you didn't do the form, that's why it's not on there, because I don't want to have to chase anyone down to get their email when you can just put it on a form, and I can go buy the gift card because it'll put your email address on it, and there you go. Hang on a minute, I'll share that form again. For anyone that hasn't done it. Well, remember, you only sign up once. I will delete any second or third ones of anyone that tries to do it more than once. You can only sign up once. There you go. All right. And don't forget to post your pictures in our Greenland Quilter Facebook group so that I can use it, put them up as a trunk show on New Year's Eve for the 12-hour live. There's that. And if you don't use Facebook, you can email them to me, and you can, if you don't know how to find my email, should you not write it down when I share it in a minute, you can go to my main page of my YouTube channel and go on click on the About. Now, I understand sometimes people can't see our emails from a phone, so if you can't see it using your phone and you have a laptop or a desktop, that would be easier to see it. So, but I'm also going to post my email here. And let me see what everybody's saying. Mona says, I have a bunch blocked with that name. Really? Which name, Mona? Oh, never mind. I know what that's talking about. Ignore what I just said. Mona says she got fabric today to finish a quilt she thinks she made 3 years ago and lost. Terry says, keep taking care of yourself, Laura. We are happy when we see you, and we worry when you're not around. That's right, we do. And then Mona says, yep, the log cabin. And then Laura says, I'm trying. It's been really hard. I want to be the person that my family deserves. I hope I can do it. Hey, you just do you. Don't pressure yourself. They love you as you are, and they see you struggle, and so do we. Stop. Be kind to yourself. Yep. Terry, you are so very kind. I wish we lived closer. I believe that we would be friends forever. I think a lot of us would be. And then Terry says, your words have comforted me more than you realize, says Laura. Okay. It is, let's see how long we've been live. We've been live almost 3 hours, and I'm going to stop in a minute. I just want to say thank you for coming tonight to the live. I hope you liked the 2 blocks that I did tonight in the live. And I'm glad we finally got that snowshoe, because there was a point where I didn't even want to do it because I didn't know what I wanted to do with it. But now that I've done it, I'm okay about it. It came out okay. I think I'm satisfied. So y'all have a great night, and remember to poll. Sorry, I'm about to forget about the poll. All right, about the poll. What does Barmicide mean? 8% voted on happy, 3% voted on tall, 42% voted on dangerous, and 47% voted on illusory. The answer is illusory. That's the answer, the definition of Barmicide. Hang on a minute. One second, I'm gonna mention something here. Oh, darn it. For those of you who don't know what illusory means, I'm just going to give you the definition. Illusory is the same thing as being disappointing. It has to do with imagery. Who were the, actually, they talk about this word. Who were the Barmecides? Wow. They were originally hereditary Buddhist leaders. That's interesting. So anyway, it says providing what the Merriam Dictionary says, providing only the illusion of abundance. So that would be like you're pretending to be rich when you're not rich, or you're pretending to be artistic when you're not artistic. So the illusion of something. I guess you could say that people who do magic tricks would be that way. Hey, Andrea, howdy, Mama, Mona, and anyone else I missed while I was sewing. She said she made the chocolate fabric into a quilt. It is on my channel, and if you want to see, yeah, we'll go look. All right, so I'm done for tonight. Thank you for coming. Remember to live, laugh, love, and dream. What do you do with that? You make something beautiful. And I will see you tomorrow with Shonda on the live. Cindy Surratt, everyone, and thank you for coming. All right, let me shut down the live. Wow, honey.